Everyone, Dana Williamson here with B.A.D, Blessed Anointed Destiny LLC, the original B.A.D Queen of the Round Table. Just wanted to stop in really quickly and say Happy New Year! Happy New Year! I mean, blessed, destined Happy New Year. And the reason being is that, you know what, 2020 tried to take us out. And with trying to take us out with COVID-19, racial inequality, and just trying to make a decision to start a new business, we were challenged. But if anything, if I can say this to you, especially with this little piece of a series that I'd like to do right now, I want to say Happy New Year, and I thank and praise God that we have a new year. So, with that, I am going to give you a couple of pieces of insight. I don't want to call them tips. I don't want to call them tricks. I don't want to call them, whatever we sales people call them. I want to give you just some bits of insight that I have had, this being day 3 of 2021. Happy New Year, and see you on the next screen. This first piece of insight I want to call on the chin. Um, if any of you know the phrase, some people say, I took it on the chin because people will say something to you and you just take it. It goes right here, you take it. So I did a lot of taking things on the chin last year, especially towards the end of the year, especially the last few days of 2020. I refuse to do that going into the new year. I refuse to do that period any longer. And this is my own fault. So my insight on taking it on the chin and basically saying to you not to do that is because living in our last days, you guys know I'm a faith-based individual and I love the Lord, and I am not going to skirt away from what is actually happening to us around the world in our lives, okay, what God is doing. So living in our last days, we have no time to just, say to people, hey, that's okay, or hey, you know what? I got this. We're good, and smile about it. At some point, you got to come out of the corner. When Rocky Balboa was fighting, he didn't just go in the corner and let the people just do whatever they needed to do to him, pounce on him, and he just kind of succumbed to it, and then he came out a winner. No, he had to fight back. What I'm saying to you is you have to fight back. And some of your actions can be after the fact, but it is still an action. And what I mean is, don't talk about people or don't put them on blast or whatever. Just like, it's coming. It's coming. Is that taking it on the chin? No, I don't believe that that's taking it on the chin. I believe that that is, you know what? The repercussions are coming. My retaliation is coming, but the proof is in the fruit and my actions. So this year, my piece of insight on day 3 of January, day 3 of the new year: no longer take it on the chin. Ladies and gentlemen, we're worth more. My next piece of insight I want to give you is basically something you've heard over many, many years, and hopefully more so in the past year, especially since COVID-19 hit us so drastically. And that is value who you are. One of the things that I had done in the One Woman Conference was basically share, my experiences from 2013 through 2020, and knowing and realizing what those experiences were whatever. I i had to reflect on how I responded to whatever happened, or how I did not respond, and those things are various varyingly one and the same. Y'all excuse me, I be needing my coffee, and it's already late in the afternoon, but guess what, I'm on my second cup. Nonetheless, when you value who you are, you consider all the variables that are important to you, but you also consider what you give out to others. So if you don't value you, how are people receiving your best benefit? How are people receiving your best great thing? They aren't, if you're not valuing you. That's my bit of insight on day 3 of the new year. God bless. So, this piece of insight, I really wanted to get technical with you. And what I mean by that is I wanted to pull on my inner Tony. You'll understand who Tony is if you ever get to know me on a personal level. Nonetheless, never take insults in stride. I talked briefly about taking it on the chin, did I not? And it was really brief. This time, I want you to separate taking it on the chin and insults on the slide in a different manner. There is no way, shape, or form as an ebony goddess, as an Anglo Saxon queen, as a blessed, anointed, destined queen of the round table, that you take insults from anybody in any way, shape, or form, whether it's to your person or to your business. Don't take it, don't accept it. Here on day 3, I was totally insulted today, and I'm in my seat in my office doing this recording in order to say to you, it's already done. It's already there. God has seen how people have treated you in the past. You have to be in position to say, I am not going to allow people to treat me that way again. I am not going to accept it. You are not going to be in my space. I do not have to make you a part of me, business, ministry, otherwise. I say this in a way that is deep for a lot of us, because if you don't realize who you are, I said, if you don't value you, they won't value you. So if you take insults in stride, if you let those insults slide, you will always let those insults slide. No more. No more. Pray for people, yes. Pray for those who ridicule you. Pray for those who talk about you. Pray for those who have a problem with you. Pray for them, but do not let them insult you and you do nothing. God bless. Last bit of insight for you today is basically in regards to royalty. Some of the challenges that I have been facing since really building the B.A.D brand, and that's been about 5 or 6 years now, is realizing that being a B.A.D queen of the round table was very important to me, as it reflected on how I am with other women and how I want to help women build other businesses. See, one of the things that I have figured out, again, we're just talking about day 3, day 3 of 2021, and some of the insights and some of the things I've learned in just 3 days. One of the things that I know about women is we will follow. Let me stop myself right there. Women, I do not want to include myself in the follow category here, not here. Women will follow people that are ahead of them, that are doing more than them, that show all of the experiences and the similarities of them, but they won't follow the people that are just like them. And what I mean is that I'm a woman who's been brought up in and around the hood. I am a woman who actually went to Catholic elementary and high school. I graduated from a private college, not an Ivy League college. I did want to attend an Ivy League college, but I didn't. Nonetheless, I have a bachelor's degree from a private college. I My mind and my mouth get me in and out of everything. I think quick on my feet. I solve problems, whatever, but I look like I'm stuck in the same place that I have been over years time. And I look like my neighbors. I look like, and when I mean by my neighbors, I look like my sister on the left and my sister on the right. I look like them. And because I look like them, they don't believe that I have what it takes to get them out of the experiences that they're in. And that's fair for them. But it's not fair for them to follow behind people that have similarities like them but could care less about you. I, being bad coach Dana, being bad counselor Dana, being the original bad queen of the round table, I am the one who brings the table to the room and says, hey, sit down, eat with me. Sit down and take nourishment from some of the things that God has given to me. Why? Because I know that there are people out there that won't consider you. Do I charge for my services? Yes, I do. Do I leave things for guessing, or do I leave you in a state of confusion? No, I don't. I give you so much more of me, you don't really even understand how I'm charging so much less than I should be for what I have. That will also change in 2021, but I just wanted to get these insights out to you right now. Royalty means something. The Bible tells us that we are of a royal priesthood. The Bible tells us that we are a peculiar people. I want you to walk in the fact that royalty, period, is exactly who you are. And I hate to come off to you like I'm being so harsh, because I'm not trying to be. What I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, you should never forget who you are. But also, at the end of the day, while you're trying to follow up behind all of the millionaires, there's someone that looks just like you, who has the experience and may not be stepping out on the forefront to charge millions and millions of dollars to share that experience. Or there's someone that is sitting right next to you that looks like you, that has the experience, and she needs a push too. Remember that as royalty, we don't leave people behind. We don't step on people. We don't just do this for ourselves. We don't just do this for ourselves. We do it for the people watching, and we do it for the people moving. So as royalty, keep it moving, sis.